around KD. We'll hate on KD a little later, but
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler on this team, considering where it is, considering the surrounding pieces you guys have, because I got to be honest, y'all a little thin. I mean, y'all managed to keep Kuminga though, which was huge. I thought.
Yes. Big time.
Where do the Warriors go from here? Are we talking? Are they going to rise? Because they've fallen right now. Are they going to rise? And if they do, where do they settle?
I think there will be a rise. I think Jimmy Butler's going to find a new set of energy now being out of Miami. And look, whatever happened in Miami between him and ownership and the team and the coaches, the man just didn't want to be there anymore. All right. And I think Miami held him long enough to where it was getting pretty bad, where it was like, dude, I like at some point I'm not showing up to work. And they kept suspending him. So I think him having a new location, new team members playing alongside Steph Curry, the game is going to be easier for Jimmy Butler here. Anyone who's played next to Steph Curry knows how easy the game is because he attracts so much attention for them. So he will see more wide open shots. The one thing that I'm super excited about is, they are in a bit of a downfall. 4 games separate them and the 6th seed. That's all it takes. So a nice little 7-3 run, maybe a 6-4 run. Get yourself back out of the play-in tournament, and you catch fire. They're starting to trust the young guys a little more. You got Quentin Post, who's seen a little bit of playing time, but not so much.
Yeah.
But it's good experience for him to get. But the guy who is getting all the exposure and who should be is Moses Moody. He has been playing some really solid basketball over the last week. I think double digits scoring almost every game since he's been in the lineup there. Defense, a little bit of a liability here, but like I told you before, man, defense is just a liability, period, in this league here. But that's what Jimmy Butler is going to bring to the Warriors here. And then you put him side by side with Draymond, the refs aren't going to like us so much because somebody's getting everyone's arguing with each other here.
It most definitely. And we definitely saw some of that fire today from Draymond as he
sure did.
Was very upset, and LeBron baited him into a technical call by doing a little.
What was that all about?
He was imitating Draymond Green. He was because if you go back and you watch him when he was upset about the 8-second call, he literally does this weird thing where he just kind of flings his hands up in the air and anyway. So Bron did that purposely to piss him off. It worked, got a technical, and then the game was over. So look, I think that Jimmy Butler is going to find himself almost always in single coverage. You mentioned it earlier, right? All the attention that Curry finds. Think about the role that Andrew Wiggins played on the team, and now elevate that role to 5 more tiers. And I think that's what you're going to get from Jimmy Butler. A guy who's not going to be afraid to take the ball when it touches his hand, who is going to see a lesser defender in front of him and not be afraid to attack that defender, and also have the capability of doing something that Wiggins couldn't do a lot of, which was get to the free throw line and really just take some of the make the defense really play the entire Warrior squad instead of just Steph Curry. Because what's happening now is Steph's getting just crowded everywhere he goes for a good reason. So I think that Jimmy could definitely help on the offensive end. Defensively, I mentioned it earlier, having a guy that that you can put on some of the better guards in the league, especially on the West Coast where you got SGA, already mentioned Ant Edwards, and a host of other guards that are premier guards in this league. You got a guy you can at least put out there on an island and say, okay, I trust that Jimmy can at least hold it down. Now,